I will build a great wall on our southern border, and I will have Mexico pay for that wall. Mark my words. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. They're rapists. And some, I assume, are good people. Overseas, we build a school. We build a road. They blow up the school. We build another school. We build another road. They blow them up. We build again. In the meantime, we can't get a school in Brooklyn. I will be phenomenal to the women. I mean, I want to help women. I have a great relationship with African Americans, as you possibly have heard. I just have great respect for them, and they like me. I like them. The U.S. cannot allow Ebola-infected people back. People that go too far away places to help out are great, but must suffer the consequences. It's really cold outside. They're calling it a major freeze, weeks ahead of normal. Man, we could use a big fat dose of global warming. No matter what you do, guns, no guns, it doesn't matter. You have people that are mentally ill, and they're gonna come through the cracks, and they're gonna do things that people will not even believe are possible. Our country is in serious trouble. We don't have victories anymore. We used to have victories, but now we don't have them. When was the last time anybody saw us beating, let's say, China, in a trade deal? They kill us. I beat China all the time. All the time. I think the big problem this country has is being politically correct. I've been challenged by so many people and I don't, frankly, have time for political correctness. To be blunt, people would vote for me. They just would. Why? Maybe because I'm so good looking. If Hillary Clinton can't satisfy her husband, what makes her think she can satisfy America? If you look at Saddam Hussein, he killed terrorists. I'm not saying he was an angel, but this guy killed terrorists. I'm the most successful person ever to run for presidency, by far. Nobody's ever been more successful than me. I'm the most successful person ever to run. Ross Perot isn't successful like me. Romney, I have a Gucci store that's worth more than Romney. I look very much forward to showing my financials because they are huge. The concept of shaking hands is absolutely terrible, and statistically I've been proven right. Sorry losers and haters, but my IQ is one of the highest, and you all know it. Please don't feel so stupid or insecure. It's not your fault. I have never seen a thin person drinking Diet Coke. Show me someone with no ego, and I'll show you a big loser. I am the only one who can make America truly great again. I deal with foreign countries. I made a lot of money dealing against China. I've made a lot of money dealing against many other countries. I don't like to sit back and gloat, because the world is fragile. Life is fragile, so I never really gloat. This very expensive global warming has got to stop. Our planet is freezing, record low temps, and our GW scientists are stuck in ice. A lot of people want me to run for things, for a lot of high offices. The polls always show that I win in any election that I'm in, but I don't have any real interest in running for office. I'm more interested in supporting people. You have to think anyway, so why not think big? Somebody's got to do it, being Donald Trump. It's different. It's difficult. There are a lot of wonderful things about it, but always being under scrutiny isn't one of them. Sometimes by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war. Life is actually a series of tests. It's a social test, a happiness test, a business success test. You'd like to get A's in all of them. Nothing is easy, but who wants nothing? I don't think I changed a lot, although I learned a lot. Adversity can be a wonderful teacher. Some people can't handle the pressure of it. For me, it was a great thing. I learned about myself going through tough times. I guess I learned well. My father built low and moderate income housing in Queens and Brooklyn. I learned a lot from him, but I went in a different direction. I built Trump Tower in Manhattan, the most luxurious building in the world. It's not going to be easy for my son, but maybe it shouldn't be easy. Life is, after all, a test. You can't be scared. You do your thing, you hold your ground, you stand up tall, and whatever happens, happens. There's always luck involved in things. Luck is involved in life. You're born a certain way, you're born in a certain location, you're born country, there's always luck. And some people disagree that there's no such thing as luck. Well, I'll take them on any time you want. I fire people that win gold medals, great champions, everything else, and, it's not easy. People say, oh well, it comes easy for me. It doesn't. And it's never fun. It's all too easier though when I don't like somebody, or when they're really, really bad, then it becomes much easier. I like thinking big. If you're going to be thinking anything, you might as well think big. The final key to the way I promote is bravado. I play to people's fantasies. People may not always think big themselves, but they can still get excited by those who do. That's why a little hyperbole never hurts. Sometimes I don't like people, and it doesn't bother me. The hard ones are when you really like somebody, really respect somebody, and they make a mistake. The cost of appearing with the bloviating ignoramus is obvious, it seems to me. Donald Trump is redundant evidence that if your net worth is high enough, your IQ can be very low, and you can still interlude into American politics. I think I understand life. I think I understand how to live. I'm enjoying my life. I don't really live in an as extravagant way as people think. Obama and his attack dogs have nothing but hate and anger in their hearts and spew it whenever possible. As long as you are going to be thinking anyway, think big. Show me someone without an ego, and I'll show you a loser. When you are wronged repeatedly, the worst thing you can do is continue taking it, fight back. What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. It doesn't hurt to get more education. Sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make. What's the point of having great knowledge and keeping them all to yourself? I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is. Anyone who thinks my story is anywhere near over is sadly mistaken. I've read hundreds of books about China over the decades. I know the Chinese. I've made a lot of money with the Chinese. I understand the Chinese mind. One of the problems when you become successful is that jealousy and envy inevitably follow. There are people, I categorize them as life's losers, who get their sense of accomplishment and achievement from trying to stop others. As far as I'm concerned, if they had any real ability, they wouldn't be fighting me. They'd be doing something constructive themselves. I know words. I have the best words. Remember, there's no such thing as an unrealistic goal, just unrealistic time frames. Don't get sidetracked. If you do get sidetracked, get back on track as soon as possible. Ultimately, sidetracking kills you. You know, it really doesn't matter what the media, right, as long as you've got a young and beautiful piece of ass. I've always felt that a lot of modern art is a con, and that the most successful painters are often better salesmen and promoters than they are artists. I discovered, for the first time but not the last, that politicians don't care too much what things cost. It's not their money. And if it can't be fun, what's the point? Good publicity is preferable to bad, but from a bottom-line perspective, bad publicity is sometimes better than no publicity at all. Controversy, in short, sells. Watch, listen, and learn. You can't know it all yourself. Anyone who thinks they do is destined for mediocrity. My style of deal-making is quite simple and straightforward. I am very high, and then I just keep pushing and pushing and pushing to get what I'm after. Everything in life is luck. My motto is, always get even. When somebody screws you, screw them back in spades. There's an old German proverb to the effect that fear makes the wolf bigger than he is, and that is true. My people keep telling me I shouldn't write letters like this to critics. The way I see it, critics get to say what they want to about my work, so why shouldn't I be able to say what I want to about theirs? I don't hire a lot of number crunchers, and I don't trust fancy marketing surveys. I do my own surveys and draw my own conclusions. Success comes from failure, not from memorizing the right answers. I like to think of the word focus as follow one course until successful. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the ability to act effectively in spite of fear. Our country, our people, and our laws have to be our top priority. Unite to win, divide to conquer. The point is that if you are a little different, or a little outrageous, or if you do things that are bold or controversial, the press is going to write about you. It's a blip, not a catastrophe. Hurricane will be tremendously big and tremendously wet. Leverage. Don't make deals without it. Enhance. When people are in a focused state, the words, "I can't," "I'll try," "I'll do it tomorrow," and "maybe" get forced out of their vocabularies. Money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game. The most important thing in life is to love what you're doing, because that's the only way you'll ever be really good at it. Partnerships must have loyalty and integrity at their core. Rules are meant to be broken. Contrary to what a lot of people think, I don't enjoy doing press. I've been asked the same questions a million times now, and I don't particularly like talking about my personal life. Most people think small because they are afraid of success, afraid of making decisions, afraid of winning. Living your words, walking your talk, and talking your walk.